Welcome to episode 1 of Farms Made Simple, or just everyday Minecraft things made simple. Hope you guys enjoy! We're gonna start with the sugarcane farm. This is an easy, not too expensive type of farm. Uses simple observers with pistons and sugarcane. Its collection system is a water stream with 2 mine carts, or hopper mine carts, running back and forth underneath the sand, making sure to catch all those pesky sugarcane that like to land on the sand. Everything's going to end up in here. I've already generated 20 sugarcane, which means it's semi-efficient. And this can be expanded up for as long as you can or want it to be, as long as you make sure there's water touching the sand. It's good. You're going to use a half slab here if you're planning on expanding from this one module. Now, I'm going to now show you what is needed. Alright, so we need 1 bucket of water, 8 packed ice, 4 powered rails, 12 normal rails, 4 redstone torches, 16 sand, 40 blocks of choice, so like cobblestone or whatever you need, 1 to 16 sugarcane, because this module can fit 16 original pieces, 16 pistons, 16 observers, 16 redstone, 6 hoppers, 1 shy of a stack of glass, and 2 hopper mine carts. So let's get on to the build. Alright, so I have the first layer built for you guys to show you how it's done. For this first layer, you're going to need the 4 redstone torches, the 16 or the rails, the 4 powered rails, and the 8 packed ice, 5 blocks of choice, and you're going to end up doing this. For the collection system for the carts, underneath these 2 blocks of choice, you're going to have hoppers on this powered rail, so every time they collect something, they have a quick chance to unload it into the hoppers. They're all going to go into this chest. So after that, you're going to move on to what I call layer 2, which I will show you guys in a second. Alright, for layer 2, you're going to have the glass, the front end, kind of set up-ish, and then you're going to have the sand on top of the rails. It's quite easy to do. You just place down a rail and plop the sand on it. As long as it's not updated, or as long as this rail down below isn't broken, it'll be good. And you're going to put the sugarcane on top. You're also going to place 3 more blocks of choice, because that's going to help keep the water in and produce a nice, neat looking back end. Let's get on to layer 3. Now that I got the start of the 3rd layer down, I'm going to show you how to get these pistons in properly. You're going to place a row of your block of choice behind the sugarcane, and then normal pistons. You can use sticky pistons, but they've caused me trouble with for glitches and stuff, not being able to collect these properly and them getting stuck on top. You're going to place pistons like this. You're going to place a row of block choice on the back, and you're going to, once that's done, place redstone on top. The next part is observers. That's not step 4 yet, that's the final shell. Observers are quite easy. You gotta face the way you want it to detect, and the reason why we're using observers is because they'll automatically trigger the pistons when there's sugarcane ready to be collected. So let's grab, observers aren't showing up. There we go. Maybe because I spelt it so bad. So you're going to place them like this. You should see all the pistons trigger like that. You place that on top of every single bit that's going to be, or every single block that's going to have some sugarcane growing. Once it grows 3 high, that means it is ready to be harvested. Now, let's move on to stage 4. Alright, with our final step, we finished placing the glass dome over top. Our collection center is all done. Our mine carts are about to be placed. All you gotta do is put them on the powered rails. If not, if they don't start moving, just bump them. And now they'll keep going, and as I've been doing this tutorial, this has already collected 27 sugarcane, which is awesome. These ones over here are almost ready to be harvested, which is great. Now, let's move on to the melon farm. For the basic version, where it's manually harvested, you're going to need 5 melons, 10 pistons, 20 repeaters, 16 redstone, and 6 water buckets. Now, if you want it fully collected and harvested, you're going to need, on top of that, 4 powered rails, 20 normal rails, 14 hoppers, 1 chest, 66 glass, and 48 blocks of choice. Alright, for layer 1, you're going to have the hoppers in a line like this, and kind of the same collection method, but instead of a little turn like that into the chest, you're just going to have them all in one line. The rails are going to run alongside like this. You don't need this last one because there's no pool of water going where that is. This would be the area where that hopper would be. And that's pretty much it for layer 1. Now I'm going to move on to layer 2, where we lay the basic foundation for the melons and harvesting mechanism. Alright, for the second layer, you're going to wrap around blocks of choice kind of like this, all the way until one before this pool of water. Because you don't need pistons past this point, you can extend this as long as you want, but I'm only making it with 6 pools of water, I do believe 5 plants, or no, 6 plants, sorry. So, yeah, with this, you're about ready to lay the redstone and the plants. So let's get on to that, the third layer. Alright, with the third layer done, we have the harvesting mechanism. I'm going to show you guys how it works right quick. So, your plants are going to go in the middle, and then they're going to grow on either side, and that's going to continue the redstone signal. I'm just going to do it on one side right here. And this repeater has to be on 4 ticks, like these two right here, because if they're not, the signal isn't transferred to this repeater quick enough, and all of these won't activate. So here we go, here's it in action. Now most of them got harvested, but since we don't got minecarts running, and anything that lands on this plant sadly won't be harvested. That's the only flaw of this machine, and apparently this didn't get taken. Let's just run this one more time to see if I missed something. Alright, no. So yeah, when they fall in there they get harvested, but when they land on the plant they don't. Down here, you'll end up putting the minecart, but that's pretty much the last step. The 4th step is putting the harvest cage, which will help increase the plants not falling on top of the pistons. So yeah, I'll be right back once that's done. Alright, now the harvest cage is on, and that's pretty much it for this build. It's all kind of self-sufficient. You don't really need to maintain it. If you want to make sure you don't lose any, just run by every now and then. Melons and pumpkins both work in this machine. Melons just yield more product. This one has been going, whoops, that's not fully done. But this one has 23 melons, been tested. This one's got 15. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are the 2 simplest versions of the sugarcane, melon, and pumpkin farms that I personally could come up with. If you have any suggestions of any other farms or any other things you guys want simplified for your survival world, leave it down below. I will attempt to try to make it much easier on a survival player that doesn't know absolutely everything about Minecraft. So yeah, this has been Depth Draco. See you in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot. Down in the description has a few mobile games. If you download them, you're supporting me. Also, there's my Patreon and my Discord server if you guys want to join. Other than that, have fun. See you in the next episode.